Hello everyone, good morning, namaste, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everyone is doing great. Hello from Germany. Hi Kaya, hi Tanvi, hi Deborah, hi Varsha. So today we are going to work on a 6-inch square paper for a mandala, and here is the colored version of it. I'm going to make a video of this colored version and will upload for all the oak members. It might take some time, but I'll definitely do it whenever I get time. And today we are going to work on a 6-inch square paper. We need a ruler, a pencil, compass, black marker pens, pencil for the shading, tortillon, and the erasers. So these are the supplies which we need in our today's session. Hello from UK. Hey to UK, hey to Germany, hi to France, hi Shirin. So, is everybody ready with the supplies? Hi Bindu. Yesterday we completed our third 14-inch mandala. So this was our first mandala of the 14-inch, and this was our second mandala of the 14-inch, and this is the third which we completed yesterday. I completed it last night and took the picture. So this is what we completed in our Friday sessions, and every mandala took 3 live sessions. And every Saturday we work on a 6-inch square paper, and in one session we complete the whole project. But on Fridays we work on a 14-inch square paper, so that took more than one session. And all these 3 mandalas, this was the first mandala, it took 3 sessions. This was the second mandala, it also took 3 sessions, and this is the third one which we completed yesterday, Friday, and it also took 3 sessions. So all 3 took 3 sessions, 3 live sessions, around 1.5 hours, and we completed these. I'm really happy with all these 3, and I really want to say thank you who joined me in all those sessions and shared your work with me. Jude have ordered 14-inch mandala frames. That's so awesome. Now you can decorate your house. I know someone is putting on the living room, someone is putting besides on the staircase wall. So when you are done putting on the wall at any place, I would love to have a picture of all them 3 together in the frame. That would be awesome. So let's start. It's our 6-inch square paper, and we are going to divide our paper into 8 equal sections. First, let's find out the center. I already have on this mark, I don't know why. And then we are going to mark here. Seems like something is carrying. So if you want, you can use protractor to divide it into further more sections, or to divide it into 8 equal sections, or without the protector, because it's the tiny tile. So just to be very quick, I just divide it with the ruler only. But feel free to use the helix circle or the protector to divide your paper into 8 equal sections like this. And after that, here are the mandala measurements on the screen. So if you see on the screen, there are you see like the 1, 1.3, 2 and 3. These 4 marks are for the circles, and the rest 3 marks, 6, 7 and 9, we are not going to make the whole circle. Rather we are going to make a cut on the lines. So that's why I just put marks at 6, 7 and 9. So you can see me doing like that. Good morning, Nancy. So I'm putting the marks on the diagonal line. And marks are at 1 centimeters, 1.3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here, then 2, then 3, then 6, 7 and 9. Let me bring my rotator. So this is at the first. One 1.3, 2 and 3. Now we don't need the circle, we just need the marks. What do you mean by that? Like this is the 6, so just have this cut at the 6. So just cut the line at the 6 centimeters. We don't really need the whole circle. And then we need a mark at the 7 centimeters. Seems like I didn't cut it at the 6 here. And then at the 9, you see we cannot cut on this straight lines, horizontal or vertical, but please cut on the all 4 diagonal lines. That's it, on the 9 centimeters. So these are our markings. Now please write down in the chat when you guys are done marking all these points, all the circles and the marks. And I see in the chat that Edwidge joined me as an oak. Thank you, Edwidge. And I want to say thank you to everybody who is supporting me and taking membership in YouTube as well as the Patreon. And when you become the member, for the oak member, you will unlock lots of other colored mandalas, big mandalas, dot paintings and other colored Zentangle inspired art. Like in the same one, today we are doing the classic version, but you are going to get the video of this soon for the oak members. So please write down in the chat. Hi, good morning, Cindy. Please write down in the chat when you guys are done here, and please write down 1 and 2. If you are drawing along with me, please write down 1. And if you are just enjoying the video, please write down 2. Okay, for the markings, awesome, Florence. Ready, Jude. Thank you, Kaya. Enjoy the video. You can see it later at any time. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Florence. Thank you, Katie. Now, I would like everybody to grab your ruler and join these 6 and 7 points straight like this. We marked at the 6 and 7. So make the square at the 6 and the 7 centimeters like this. We already have the markings, so just join on those corners and we will get these beautiful 2 squares. Let me remove this mandala measurements also. Thank you, Sonali. Thank you, Marima. And after that, we are going to make one more box with the diagonal lines. Now, when you are drawing these diagonal lines, make sure that the first time you are not drawing over it. Okay, just stop here and then start drawing like this. Like stop here and then draw over. Let me remove this now. Just for drawing the straight line, and I'm not sticking it to that, so it's kind of moving a little bit. Stop here and draw the whole line. Now do the same thing to the other side. So when you are drawing, stop at the first time here and then draw over. Repeat the same thing on the all 4 sides. After that, we'll need the eraser, and the one side we already we didn't draw here, so there is nothing to erase, but this point where it's going up, so we are going to erase the straight square line, not the diagonal one. Okay, make sure you are just erasing the straight square line. Again here. A straight square line which is overlapping to these diagonal square. Keep rotating and repeat the same thing on all 4 sides. These are our guidelines. I'm just making them smaller. Okay. I hope everybody is done till here. I'm waiting, Tanvi. These are the guidelines so far, and now I'm using this Micron 08 pen, and I'm putting this Micron 08 pen in my compass, and only first circle we are going to draw with the pen. That's it, only the first circle. Rest all are just for the guidelines. So I'm just putting my pen in this compass here, checking that the tip size is touching the surface perfectly. And if we want, we can just check that it's working perfect or not, and yeah, it's good. And now just on the first circle we are going to trace it with the 08 pen. That's it. We can do it freehand also. That's it. So this is my 08 pen. First circle we are going to do with the compass and the pen. We can do it freehand. Rest everything we are going to draw freehand. Now I'm just making it closer. So we can use the same 08 pen, or we can use little thinner tip pen. That's absolutely fine. I'm just here using Micron 03. Now we have these 8 sections, and in these 8 sections we are going to draw 3 petals in the 8 sections. So this is the one section. Two section, 3. So in every section we are going to draw these 3 tiny petals. If you want, you can draw it with the pencil first, and then you can trace it with the pen, like the way we did yesterday in our big mandala. We can definitely draw the whole mandala with the pencil, and then we can trace it with the pen. That is absolutely perfect. And after that, we are going to repeat the same thing in these bigger sections. 3 petals over the 3 petals. But this time our petals will fall over the top of the 2 petals like this. So draw the petals on the tip of the smaller petals. In my this colored version, I did the watercolor base, and then I did all the pen work and the color pencil work. I'm going to give you all the details in the video of that one, the colored one. And all OAK members can enjoy that video. Okay. After that, the first thing I want to do to erase, where is my eraser? Erase these center lines. as well as these lines, guidelines here. Don't really need that. And before we start further, I just want to work in this center section first. Please use your graphite pencil and lay down graphite on the corners. So there are various ways to work in these centerpieces. I'm just not filling all the way. And as you can see, I'm just doing dark to light and using my tortillon. Blending it nicely, softly. If you don't want to do the shading, you can just make the petals inside and make a flower. Or maybe you can fill it with lots of spirals. That will also look beautiful. I'm just taking out a little bit in this outer area. And now I'm using just a thin tip marker pen. I'm just looking for one very thin tip one. And just making these little cracks kind of thing. And with the thin black tip marker pen, and this is the black, this is the white, this is absolutely optional to use the white jelly roll pen. And let me just let the flow ink and it's not coming, the ink is not coming. Let me choose the other pen. And with these white pens, I can just make these little white spots in the center. And with the black thin pen, we can, I'm just using the same 03, we can just make little these spots. So this is all shading and stippling we just did. Perfect. And now let's start here. So here we are going to draw these tiny one more hump in each petal inside. And here in between we are going to draw these kind of tiny petals, tiny long petals. In fact, we can fill them if we feel like. Fill these tiny leaves. Tiny, thin, long pillars. Perfect. Now we are going to work in these outer sections. So for that, is everybody done till here? I'm waiting for everyone. Please write down in the chat that you guys are done till here, and then we'll start on the next section. Thank you, Deborah. Awesome, Katie. Thank you for your feedback, guys. Our next section, we are first going to draw with the pencil. Please grab your pencil. And now we have these 8 sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all in these 8 sections, we have these top corner points already. And these bottom. So we are going to draw, so divide it kind of half here, draw the spiral and go all the way to the top. Draw the spiral, touch it, and all the way to the top. So we are drawing with the pencil. You can definitely erase and fix these lines, and you can reshape these petals the way you want. Draw light. First divide your section into kind of half. Find out the top. Start with the center. Draw the spiral and go all the way to the top. And change the direction of the spiral every single time. And draw the little curvy line. Divide it into half. Draw the spiral and the curvy line. Repeat this on all 8 sections. once you're done with all the rough drawing or the guidelines, take your time and redraw or fix or erase all the shapes until you feel happy about all these shapes, and then grab your pen. I'm here using my 08 micron pen, and now I'm just starting tracing them. So we are done with the pencil. Now what I'm just thinking, because I just made one spiral here inside, what I can do actually, I can make, these 3 spirals in each. We can make anyways, okay? I would love to make the 3 spirals in each. Try to make, here I made, I think, a little extra, so it's fine. 1, 2. 1 and 2. So okay, every time I'm going to make the 2 spirals. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Repeat on all 8 sections. Beautiful. And now after that we are going to draw the petals inside. Again, if you feel like, you can draw it with the pencil, or we can draw directly with the pen. We already have our circle line, so till where we know we have to draw our petals. 3 petals at the each side. Here I have 1 spiral extra. That's the special effect in my mandala. Mandalas are the, mandala represents life. So in our life we have some special effects, right? Some special things which is not normal. So that represents that part. If you feel like, you can draw all these petals with the pencil first, like the way we drew these big petals and the spirals. It's your choice. I'm here using Micron 08 pen. And then we are going to fill these leftover areas. Repeat the same thing in the all 8 sections. Perfect. So we are done till here, and now in between these flowers here we are going to draw the circle, but first we are going to erase all these pencil lines. Before erasing, we should give some time because it will take some time to seep in all these ink. There are a lot of ink, so let's trace the line over these squares before we start erasing. Be careful, don't trace the line where it's not coming over, okay? I'm using the same Micron 08 pen. So smudging is very easy in this one because a lot of erasing is happening, so please be careful. How come this line is complete? I did some mistake here. I have to see. So here it's going down. Because seems like I erased the wrong line here, right? We have to erase the straight one. So why it is happening? Okay, so now it's perfect. Okay. Be careful before you start tracing with the pen. If you are not sure about the line, I didn't erase it well, so it confused me. What is Tanvi saying? I over traced a line. Is it okay now, Tanvi? Hi Lisa, good evening. It's 1 a.m. I have a drawing, but for me. Good night, Lisa. You can catch up later at your leisure time, at your whenever you are active. Right now, it's your relaxing time. Tanvi is saying on the right side, upper one. Okay, let me complete these squares and then I'll see. But thanks for letting me know, Tanvi. Okay, so now let's see which one. The first square, I think here it's up, down, up, down, up, down. And here it is up, down. So as of now, I think it's good. Do you still see some lines are not going over and under well in these two squares? I think it's looking good. So now I'm keeping this pen back and now it's the time to erase all these lines inside. Where is the eraser? Please erase carefully. Make sure that ink is dried. Hi Deborah. You said not to trace the inside portion of the square. So I'm a little confused, Tanvi. I don't know which square you are talking right now. But as of now, what I'm seeing here, it's looking good to me. All the lines is going over and under, and that's how we are supposed to trace it. I'm just using this my thinner tip pen, and I'm making sure that these anywhere you see any white spot in these filling area, please complete them, fill them I mean, and give a little flicking in these petals with the thinner tip pen. I'm here using right now Micron 01. Flicking really helps in the shading. It supports very well. And now here in between these two heart-shaped petals, please draw these circles here. Don't fill all the way. Leave some space around. And in rest of the place, just fill them with the very thin straight line. We are not going to fill them all the way with black ink, but we are just giving them this hatching. use any thin tip pen and draw these vertical lines, parallel vertical lines, straight, no curves. Already our petals are very curvy. Hi Anita from Hong Kong. So nice to have you here. Thank you, Tanvi. After that, we are working on these sections. I'm using Micron 03 pen now. And we will make these aura lines all around on all three sides. Keep rotating your paper so that you get perfect angle to draw. Avoid putting your hand over your work. And now in these we are going to draw the center one petal like the rice shape. And the contour lines, each side echo lines. Draw the rice shape. In the center, and then aura lines at each side, and repeat the same thing in the all 8 sections. Let me erase these lines before I start drawing here. So how is it going with everyone? And now we are going to work on these triangles, on the outer triangles. No problem, Florence. You can start watching the video from the beginning if you want to draw along, and you can still stay with us in the chat and you can talk, or you can just watch it later. Make the triangles inside. Paper rotation is really very important, so that whatever the comfortable position of your hand is, you can stay at that position. Try avoid moving your hand, instead move the paper. This is a squarish kind of the mandala, so that's why we are getting the 8 sections. Generally we work in the 6. We work in the like kind of the round. We don't draw that squarish, so that's why we are getting these 8 triangles and all that stuff. In these one, it's very simple. Please look carefully. We are going to again draw that rice shape in the center and half rice in the bottom like this, and one in the middle. One rice shape in the center, half rice shape in the bottom of the triangle, and these tiny petals. Repeat the same thing 8 times. After that, we will just fill the leftover area in these petals. Take your time, fill carefully, don't go inside the petals as well as don't come outside the triangle. Thank you, Kripa. So did you guys see the next week's 6-inch mandala? It's kind of, I'm taking, the Christmas is in my mind, So that's why I made the colored version in some of the Christmassy colors. That is for the next week mandala. Obviously, we are going to draw the black and white version of it in the class in this session, the Saturday session. But the Oak members will get the video of this one, the colored one. That's for the next week, 6-inch. And even in the next Friday, what I have planned in my mind that instead of making a big mandala, we are going to make a big wreath this time. So we can call it a organic Zendala rather in the ring. So that is again based on the Christmas. We'll start next Friday on a 14-inch paper. And tomorrow we are going to work lots of tangles based on the category, like in our Tangle Marathon. There's the Zentangle session. I participated in the Inktober challenge in the Zentangle this year, and I made this tile. This is the collection of the 31 tangles based on the challenge prompts in the Zentangle. All the videos are available on my YouTube, all the 31 videos, as well as the one, just the compilation videos of the 1.5 minute. Oh. Thank you, Anita. Now we are going to work in these, our 2 squares. So in the first square, the diagonal one, we are going to draw lots of spirals. I'm using the same Micron 03 pen, starting from the corner. Don't draw one over the other. If one spiral is coming, just stop there and you can fill the block like this with the continuous lines. And when the other box is coming, just stop there. And fill this whole square frame with the spirals. One frame, not the other one. Other one we are going to draw the other pattern. Let me remove this. Spirals are basically the basic building block of any mandala. So generally when we start the mandala, the spiral is basically the center of the mandala in our traditional style. We always start our mandala with the spiral when we are working in a traditional way. Like these petals are the very basic traditional style, same as the spiral and these petals. So they all are the very traditional pattern and they look so pretty. Keep drawing, stay focused, keep smiling. My paper is going up all the way. Here you go. So we are done with the one square and now we are going to work in this other square. So in the other square, please look carefully. We are going to start with where it's crossing. Shall I start the other square? If you guys are done till here, please write down in the chat. And it's really very simple what we are going to do in this other one. We are going to start a line which is little further away than the center and then we'll touch it. Good, awesome, Deborah. And we keep on going. It is very simple, but it looks very elegant and beautiful. They can be little small, little big, it's absolutely fine. These blocks, no need to measure them or put them in the perfect size. Let them be small or big or wide or thin. Oh, again I'm going all the way. Okay, after that I'm just going to use my ruler. I'll use first. Yes, let me use first the ruler and then we'll use the some other tool to draw the circle. So if you want, you can use the pencil first again. I'm directly using the ruler and drawing the double line in these. The whole pattern, just giving the aura line. We can give this aura line freehand also, it's absolutely fine. We can use the ruler, it's your choice. Because it is straight, so I would prefer to use the ruler. It's easier and quicker. But we can use the freehand also. Like my pen is a little bit running out of the ink. Draw the aura line all around the whole pattern. And after that, we are going to draw 4 circles on the 4 corners where we marked at the 9 centimeter, remember? So you can use either the cap of this pen, you can put the cap and then draw the circle, or from the back side or anything else, any pencil, or if you have any this kind of circle maker like the circle template, so you can use that and draw the circle on the all 4 corners. If you feel like, you can draw it with the pencil first, then trace it with the pen. Or if you don't have anything, just draw it freehand, it's absolutely fine. Just draw the 4 circles freehand, first with the pencil and then with the pen. After that, from here the corner, we are going to draw the line which is going on the both side, like kind of the trophy of this. Actually, we are supposed to draw all these lines and the circles with the pencil first, but because I'm looking at the time, so that's what is making me rushing. Okay, let me bring the pencil now. So kind of halfish of this whole line, mark at this half just by your eye here, and draw one spiral going like this, half spiral going like this. And it will go, the petal will go something like that. So these are the two leaves actually which we are going to draw at the each side. I'm doing it again. First decide the half of this width, like this is the height of the one side, so decide the half area and then draw the spiralish round, then one more round, one more hump, and then curvy line, and join it from this bottom curve from inside here. So we are drawing with the pencil first. So in the second look, if you want, you can erase and fix. I'm doing it a little quickly. Let me do it with the pen directly in the rest too. And I'm here using my Micron 08 pen. It is absolutely fine if your leaves are a little bit longer or smaller, okay? First start from the spiral, curve, other hump, and this wavy line. Start from the spiral, hump, and this wavy line. So if you feel like, you can draw directly with the pen. Just be careful the direction of the spiral, because every time it's changing. After that, we are just going to draw this line, these petals, and now we are going to draw one aura line. And join it straight. And the last one. Oops. I keep on moving the whole table while drawing. And now with just our thin pen, we are just going to draw. Let's first erase the line and then draw. Please erase all the pencil lines now. We don't really need after that step any pencil line anywhere. And now is the most important part of the whole artwork. That's the shading, because that's what is going to give the complete look of this whole beautiful mandala. Do you like the pattern? What is the most favorite part in this whole mandala for you? Write down in the chat. What do you like the most in this one? Which pattern or which style or what section? Let's see which one is your favorite part in this whole mandala. Or do you find it tough or easy or moderate? Just very little drawing is left. We are kind of done with the drawing. That's why I'm asking this question. Just a tiny filler is left. Center flower. Okay. That's the pure traditional style. Now in this one we are just going to draw these curvy lines and below these two, in between these two petals. The detailing and the favorite is the inner square part. Okay. Now let's start the shading. We are kind of done with the drawing and it's the time of the shading. The squares I'm doing it first time. Okay, Bindu, that's awesome. Please give shading alongside with these petals. Make sure you are not filling these circles. Keep rotating your paper. Don't go over your work. I'm trying to not to rotate so that you can see the whole paper, and because I know when I rotate too much it might make you dizzy while rotating so much on the screen. So but you can rotate. So this is over where we did those hatching lines, right? And if anything is coming over your petals, please erase that. Keep your petals absolutely bright. So actually little bit we are going to do in these tiny petals also here, lightly. Very lightly. Okay, and then in these petals here. And actually here in these spirals, just on the very tiny in the bottom. we can spend the amount of time, like how much time we took in drawing, we can spend the same amount of time in the shading. But we don't have that much time. So we do it little quicker style, not very minute and very detailed shading, but yes, still that much will give us pretty beautiful look and good enough to complete our work in the time, probably. Let's see. Just inside of our these oh, it's 11 a.m. It will take at least 10 more minutes. I'm sorry guys, I tried my best to do it as quick as possible, but some designs have a lot of final detailing and finishing. You're welcome, Rashmi. I'm glad that you are enjoying the patterns. You are enjoying the mandala drawing with me. Anita, I'm using the graphite pencil. This is the normal pencil. It is the 4B lead, and this is the tortillon, the paper stump, the paper coil for the blending. If you don't have the paper stamp as of now, you can use the Q-tip. You can use the tissue paper for the blending, and you can buy the tortillon. The link of all the materials which I am using are there in the video description which you are watching right now. After the session, you can check the video description and you can see all the Amazon links there, so that you will exactly know the product which I am using. I'm working on the both square together just to be quick. Laying down graphite on the both side. You can use just normal school pencil, Anita. Any graphite pencil, any school pencil, that would work. I'm here using a little dark, that is the 4B pencil. School pencils are 2HBs. It's a little darker than that. I'm sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat right now, but I'll definitely see just when I'm done. Oh, I forgot to lay down graphite here also. And now it's the time for the blending. Let me grab this one. Be careful And if by mistake the graphite goes out of the square, don't worry, it's just the pencil. Use the eraser and just erase it. I generally use these precision erasers. These are the mono zero tombow erasers. They work really very well just to erase in a tiny small area. And for the precision erasing, you can use whatever eraser you have. Now where these kind of frames are overlapping each other, just give little light shading around so that it will create the look of over and under beautifully. Go over the shading one more time after the session. Make sure there is no white paper showing up on the corners. And once you are done with your artwork, don't forget to share it with me. I'm going to make a post on my Facebook page, and please share there, and you can see other participant artwork also there. Okay, now it's the time for work in these tiny, just the very tiny here we are going to give. And a little bit here in the top. So I might use little eraser to take off something. If you have ever used these knead eraser, you can use the knead eraser to make it a little lighter because it's getting very dark for me. And actually here, let me just give it to this side. Thank you, Claudia. top also. Thank you, Rashmi. And no problem, Jessica. The video of this will be available for you. You can watch the video and you can draw it at your free time, and you can stay with us in the chat for the remaining time. And if you have any questions, you can ask us. You can ask your questions to me in the Facebook later, in the Discord. You can email me at Nidhi at Nidhi Prakash Arts. The top also, and in the Instagram, in Pinterest. Now I'm looking at it if anything else we can add. So this is the colored version of it, where I did the background with the watercolor. So like we can spend as much time as we in the one artwork, all these backgrounds here in this supporting, all these leaves and these fillers, or otherwise we can just leave it like that. This is also looking very pretty and beautiful. Maybe I can go these circles little bit, make the borders a little bit darker here. So now I want to say thank you to everyone who joined me today, and I really enjoyed working this today. I'm going to make a video of this one, and I'll upload the video of this one for all the Oak members in coming months. Okay, now let me see the I will see like I do not take me when I sheeted. I'm just starting to sheet. It's mostly because that really it doesn't happen with me. Like I don't see really any noise kind of that. Don't put too much pressure, Jessica. That's what I can just suggest you. Maybe if I miss any of the message, I'll go through the message. But now I want to say thank you to everyone. Before I go, I just want to write down my name here. So what I'm just thinking to write down here, Tiny, and this is November, right? So November 21. You can write down your full name, your date, you can write down in the back. So generally I write down in the back the full detail of, like, I made it on YouTube Live. You can write down Nidhi Prakash Arts, that you draw along with me. You can write down Draw with Nidhi, and you can use these hashtags whenever you are posting them on the any social media. And what is today's date? Today's date is November 13th, 2021. So what happens, like, after a long time, when we have a collection of artwork and when we see, so that really helps us, that when we draw it and on what occasion. Maybe I'll make these lines a little bit more thicker, these outer lines, and then I'll upload the picture of it on my Facebook. I'll make a post and wait for all of you to submit your post and to share your post with me, share your artwork picture with me. That's all. Time to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow in the Zentangle art session in the Tangle Marathon, where we are going to draw lots of tangles together based on the categories. Sure, Anita. Bye bye. Bye, everyone.